and welcome. You're watching Too Sharp, where we get you two important news developments of the day. I'm Nisha Poddar. Let's begin with the big issue that is facing India's economy at the current moment. We're talking about the microfinance industry, where the asset quality concerns and over leveraging is a key point of concern that we are looking at. Some of the data have shown that in the first half of this particular financial year, the gross NPA for the key MFIs or MFI industry has nearly doubled. Now, what I gather from sources in this particular industry and the experts in the industry is that in the upcoming quarter, which is the third quarter of this financial year, this particular concern is going to get much more pronounced. And that is somewhat also visible in the kind of sentiment that we are seeing in the sector as well. While many newspapers have been reporting on this particular issue being developing in the microfinance side, what is really ailing the industry is a few gaps in the way the asset quality has been assessed in this sector. Gap in assessment of household income by certain lenders, loan liability assessment of the household, inaccuracy in that, and also geographic concentration is one of the big issues also with top 10 states in terms of the microfinance penetration corner, about 83% of the industry portfolio. So these are the key concerns. But remember that this particular space is regulated and there are several guardrails that have been put by the regulators in order to protect the asset quality and also the viability of this particular industry. Like RBI norm says that the repayment obligation should not exceed 50% of the monthly income of a household, also maintaining a cap on outstanding loans of any borrower at rupees 2 lakhs. Also, from January, both the microfinance loans and unsecured loans are being considered for this particular limit, and also stop lending to those lenders who have loans more than overdue for 60 days and outstanding amount exceeding 3,000 rupees. Also, not to forget, not more than 4 lenders per borrower. What we also gather is that the MFI industry had stated earlier that they are going to reduce the lenders per borrower ratio to 3 by the beginning of this particular year, but that has been pushed to April 1st. So that is also one of the aspects to be watched out for. Now, microfinance loans, what are we talking about here? To explain it very simply, they are collateral free and are given to low-income households and those with annual income of less than 3 lakh rupees, and they're mostly women and who are the beneficiaries of these loans. Also remember that the key players are Credit Access Grameen, Spandana Spurti, Fusion Micro, some of them, and also the listed universal banks which have a huge amount of MFI exposure are Bandhan Bank, IndusInd Bank, RBL Bank, and some of the others. Now, talking about the government's intervention over here, well, the Department of Financial Services Secretary had met with the industry recently, and where the MFIs emphasized the need for a dedicated funding mechanism to support their operations. What we are looking at is the asset quality concern, which is looming large or because of excesses and over leveraging and asset quality concerns. What we gather way ahead, and as an industry source has told us, is that the Q3 asset quality concerns could be much more pronounced. That will put stress on the balance sheets of the microfinance lenders. And also remember that will have an adverse impact on the borrowing capacity of this particular industry. So on our watch, for economic concerns, this will be one of the important issues to be watched out for in the Q3 earnings numbers and also its impact on the overall economy because of the stress in the asset quality in this segment of lending. Let's also talk about the market, and yes, all's not well with the market. It ends with heavy cuts for this particular week as 3 out of 5 trading days in this particular week have been gripped by the bears in the Indian markets. Both Sensex and Nifty have lost 2% in this particular week. Mid caps are the ones which are worst hit with over 6% lost. And when we talk about rupee, that's also a concern. It has closed at record lows. With that, it's a wrap on Tusha. Thanks so much.